My name is Kyle. I'm a fourth generation jewelry store owner and I'm a consultant for jewelry stores at trainretail.com. Next year, my jewelry store is turning 100 years old. And for that whole time, we have been servicing jewelry and jewelry needs inside our jewelry store with a jeweler on site. Through that time, I've learned how to be a jeweler myself, handed on through generations, and I've been thinking about in 2025, what are 3 things that have been extremely profitable for our shop that we've learned throughout over the years, and I want to share them with you right now. Here are 3 things that have made our shop very profitable in 2025, and I hope they make your jewelry shop or your jewelry repair center also extremely profitable. The number one thing I can think of that makes our jewelry store shop profitable is an updated repair menu and a shop minimum. Now, a repair menu, we literally have a little book. It's about 5 to 10 pages long. It's laminated and it gives all of our services that we offer, from sizing, solderings, retips, reshanks, you name it. And we have it all listed there in an easy to read format. We update this book at least yearly and we set gold price standards. So the prices in that book are only applicable when gold is between this and this amount. If it expires, that book goes beyond December of this year, or gold goes outside of that range, it indicates to us that we need to sit down with that book and rewrite it and readjust the prices based on whatever the market conditions are, or based on inflation. And we adjust this book at least yearly. Whatever system you use, whether it's your own in-house book like that or the Geller book, please make sure that it stays updated at least yearly and make sure that it's updated with current gold prices. Right now in 2025, gold prices are going all over the place. And so making sure that it's updated and staying consistent with market conditions will make sure that you're not going to suddenly start losing profit because things like solder or things like or stock or just the cost of doing business with parts is going to eat into your profit margins. We also have a shop minimum. In our shop, we wouldn't dream of taking anything in for less than $60. And frankly, at $60 shop minimum or $75 shop minimum, we're still losing money. You have to understand that when we charge for repair, we're not just charging for the time it takes to do the repair. Even if the repair itself takes maybe 5 minutes to put 2 pieces of chain together and solder it. Consider all of the elements that go into that repair. Consider the fact that someone has walked through your door, you have to greet them, you take the item, you take it in through some sort of system, perhaps picture it, log it, send it back to your shop, clean it, repair it, finish it, clean it again, give it back to someone, call the customer, they come back, you greet them again, you finish the sale, you send them out the door. That was just for a simple chain solder. That whole process on average takes about 1 hour, with all those parts that I just listed accumulating together. Now consider the fact that if you've just spent an hour collectively doing all those things on one repair, how much is 1 hour worth in your business? And I'm not just talking about how much you charge as a bench jeweler or how much your bench jeweler charges for 1 hour of service. I'm talking about all of the things that you have to pay in your store, all of the overhead. How much does 1 hour of business actually cost you? Frankly, that should be your shop minimum, because I've never really seen an average repair take less than 1 hour accumulation to go through all those steps and then some to get back to the final product. Having a shop minimum protects you from taking in repairs that take up a lot of time and can eat up a lot of labor time, greeting customers and calling them, and it helps make sure that you're keeping strong average retails in your jewelry store. Honestly, today, when we consult with jewelry stores, we want to see their shop averages be anywhere from at least $100, if not $150 or more on average per ticket. Having a shop minimum will help you achieve these results and not give up time and money on repairs where you're going to be actually losing money as a result. Number one thing I would have in my shop in 2025 is an updated repair book and shop minimums. Now, number 2, I cannot think about having a repair shop today without having a laser welder. Now, certainly there are some old jewelers out there who would roll their eyes and say, oh, you don't need a laser welder. Back in my day, we only had a torch and flame. And you know what? Those guys are right. Learning how to use torch and solder and doing it the old-fashioned way, honestly, I think is really important and it's foundational. But a laser welder is the future. You wouldn't go to have your appendix taken out without laparoscopic surgery. We've got robots these days because that's where the technology has brought us. And in the same way, I wouldn't want to have a repair shop without a decent laser welder. Now, I'm not talking about pulse arc welders or something that you're going to get for $5,000 or less. Honestly, I wouldn't even entertain any of those in my shop right now. I wouldn't even think of those. Unless you're going to get anything that's at least $20,000 or more, those right now in 2025, those are where the good laser welders are. You can lease them, which makes them much more attainable instead of having to shell out all that cash at once. But in any case, having a great laser welder allows you to take on jobs that you wouldn't have normally been able to do. It helps you learn how to do it with efficiency and speed, especially when you get good training, which I highly recommend. You go take great training, spend a week and a few $1,000 getting trained by experts in laser welders to increase your speed and efficiency. And it's going to make everything come out with much more detail than you ever were able to with just a flame and some solder. Having a laser welder and learning how to use it appropriately as the tool is intended to use in our shops is an untold profit center that I cannot imagine having a shop without. If you don't have one, I highly recommend you look into one, in addition to really great training, which we can give you some references of some really great trainers out there who can make your laser welding repairs a beautiful, beautiful thing to do. Now, the third thing I would have in my shop that has absolutely been a profit generator is great rhodium and refinishing. Now, you may be refinishing things right now already, and that's great. But as a standard in our business, we refinish every single piece of jewelry that comes through our repair center, unless someone has specifically asked us not to. We build that into the cost of the repair, which yes means that our repairs are going to be more expensive. We are not the cheapest game in town, and we're not interested in being the cheapest game in town. We want to be the best. We want the item to come out looking at least as good as, if not better, than the day that person bought it, if at all possible. And a great rhodium solution and rhodium system is one great step of making sure that the white gold pieces that you touch come out looking spectacular every single time. Having a great solution is also expensive. I know this. And you're going to have to make sure that it doesn't get polluted and that it stays fresh and current. But frankly, doing this is a huge step up over just a quick polish on the wheel. And while I'm on it, make sure that your system of refinishing is very thorough. Make sure that everything you're using is really the best that you can find. Spend a little bit of time figuring out which rouge and systems of wheels works best for you, that clean off the best and leave the best finish. You should probably have more than one type of rouge and more than one type of wheel hitting that piece before it goes out the door, so that you get different levels of finish on that piece. Also, think about what kind of emery boards do you like? What kind of emery grit do you like? How do you like to emery that piece? Experiment with different levels of how you can refinish it so that when the customer receives that item, they go absolutely bananas at how great it looks. This will help you with your online reviews and your word of mouth. It also will allow you to charge more, and you should charge more because you're refinishing every piece every single time. I cannot tell you the value that refinishing every single piece has been for our shop. And frankly, as I think about it, there's at least 7 to 9 steps that we take in the refinishing process for every single piece, no matter how big or small, that makes them look that great. When you're taking that much detail at the end of the day to make sure that those pieces look spectacular, it makes a marked difference when you give it back to the customer. So take a little bit of time, learn this process. And look, even if you don't have a full service shop, you can do full service refinishings. Of all the things that I teach apprentices when they come to work for me, when it comes to jewelry repair, the first thing I teach them is how to refinish a piece to its most excellent condition, to look as good, if not better, than the day they bought it. I cannot stress how great this one thing can be when you give those wonderful pieces back to customers. So there you have it. 3 things that have been massive profit generators in our business that we have leveraged to make sure that our shop is profitable and thriving, and most importantly, the customer is leaving with big smiles on their faces, thrilled at what we've given them back after they've brought their repair and trusted it with us. Now at Train Retail, we help jewelry stores like yours or repair businesses like yours grow in their profits and in their freedom. We want you to have a wonderful business that's thriving and successful and profitable while also being a place that you and your employees love to be and are getting great customer reviews. We can do everything through one-on-one coaching to a full service management system that allows you to be able to focus on what you do best while we take all of the burdensome stuff you don't like, maybe like data and inventory analysis, off your back. You can learn more about who we are and what we do at trainretail.com, or frankly, even better, you can reach me personally at kyle@trainretail.com with any of your questions. We can set up a free meeting where we can just chat, get to know each other, and learn how we can help you grow your jewelry store and retail business. Go check us out, trainretail.com. Good luck out there. Oh, one more thing. Hit like, hit subscribe so that you can keep getting great videos on how you can grow your jewelry store or your jewelry shop. Hit like, hit subscribe. We'll see you next time.